Welcome to this week's video. Can you feel fall in the air? Fall flowers, fall colors, fall ingredients. Yes, it's an actual baking video, and no, I have nothing to do with it, so it's safe. I want you to meet a friend of mine, actually somebody I've known for a really long time. This is Tammy McIlvoy. Her husband is the guy standing right back here, okay? So this was my team when I worked at Channel 2, and Randy is still the current sports director at the TV station. And so the story behind this amazing pumpkin bread that Tammy is gonna make today is this. Every holiday we would always give gifts to each other, and Randy would come in with these amazing loaves of pumpkin bread that you made.
I'm glad that you enjoyed them.
Oh my gosh, beyond. And so Bill, Frank, and I would just salivate knowing that they were coming. And I mean, literally we cut into it before we even got home, and I think within 2 days it was gone. I'm just grateful that you're willing to give up like the secret ingredients, because some people don't part with their ingredients and the way they make things.
Well, it is a recipe I'm happy to share.
Well, tell me about the recipe. I mean, so, is this like a family tradition or what is it?
Well, you know, as long as I can remember, we were making it in my home, but I honestly didn't remember exactly, you know, was it a grandmother's recipe? Where did it come from? So I did ask my mom the other day, and she's 81 now, but in her early part of her teaching career, so many years ago, one of her students brought some, and the mom shared the recipe. So I am happy to share it with you guys because it was shared with us.
I love it. So it does have some good history. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start, and we will walk you through all the ingredients and how it's done. And of course, in the description part of the video, I will spell out everything that you're using, the measurements, so that you can recreate this at home, because trust me, you're gonna want it. Your house is gonna smell like you just walked into this fabulous fall store. It's like pumpkin spice candles burning everywhere, but you can eat it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start, Tammy.
Okay, so it's very simple. You start by mixing your dry ingredients, which we have pretty much already pre-measured, just to make that a little easier.
Yep.
So we're gonna start with 2.5 cups of flour.
Right.
Okay. And then we'll put in, I just wanna make sure I'm saying it right.
Yes.
So 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Okay.
All right. You can be generous with the cinnamon. Everybody likes cinnamon.
Yes.
A teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
And 1/2 teaspoon of your pumpkin pie spice.
Okay.
And then your 2 teaspoons of soda. So you
Just regular baking soda?
Just regular baking soda.
Okay.
So we'll just mix these things well together. I held out the sugar, so that can be confusing if you're seeing mix your dry ingredients.
Right.
But we're not
Can I
ready
help
for
you?
Sugar. Absolutely.
Okay,
Would you like to
I just
stir
don't want
that?
to feel like the only thing I do is talk.
Oh, no.
That's my only contribution to this.
No, if you just want to stir that up really well,
blah.
I will actually grab
Okay.
the sugar, because that'll be next. We are going to mix in now the sugar, but that's going in over here.
Okay.
So we'll start, that's the first thing in the mixer.
Right.
And we're going for
How much sugar?
3 cups of sugar.
All right, make it
So
sweet.
I was just going to say, this is not, you know, your
Yeah.
healthy variety.
All right, we're going into Thanksgiving. There is nothing healthy.
Our wet ingredients are going in next.
Okay.
Okay. So we start with sugar, and then the next thing I like to mix in is the oil, which if you would not mind handing me that cup, or you can just pour it in here if you want.
Okay, and what kind of oil are you using?
So this is just plain old vegetable oil.
Okay.
So that works really well. And I'm gonna mix that for just a second before we go on to the next ingredient.
This, by the way, is not mine. I don't own such a device. Tammy brought it. I know, you're thinking, wait a second, you must cook if you own a Cuisinart. No.
All right, so now we will put in eggs, and I always put them in one at a time, just in case you get eggshell, or we're just gonna, you know, mix between each egg.
Look at that fancy thing. Look at that. That's impressive.
There we go. It's very easy and handy. So 4 eggs.
Right.
Mixed all in there.
And what setting do you have it on?
So I got a bit of the shell. I have it on 4. It's just a medium setting.
Okay.
Then we can put our pumpkin in, and that's where you can get a little messy. Now listen, there are some people, I'm sure, that are very traditional, and they want to go and, you know, with real pumpkin or fresh pumpkin. That is not me. I'm all that ease.
Okay.
So we are going to use
the
this
canned pumpkin.
Canned pumpkin, and it is what I've always used, so hopefully that works out.
Oh, I know it will. And so how much are you using?
So we're going to put in 2 cups of the canned pumpkin.
Okay.
And it's just, I like using this little scoop, scooper.
Right.
To do it. It just makes it going real
Easier.
easy. I'm going to pop that in and then get my other cup before I mix. So it's fine to mix it all at once. There we go.
It's that smell. Oh, there is just something about the smell of pumpkin.
Yes. Well, it definitely actually improves when it mixes with sugar.
Yes,
so.
it does. It's like being in a Starbucks right now.
Okie doke. Now we are ready to mix that again.
Okay.
And if you will hand me the water in your measuring cup.
How much water did we use?
That was half a cup of water.
Half a cup.
Okay. And that actually takes care of our wet ingredients.
Okay.
So now we want to mix in what we have already mixed up there, the dry ingredients. And so we're just going to mix it a little at a time.
Yes.
So if you try to do the whole thing, it'll just get a little clumpy.
Yep.
So I'm going to put in, I probably do about 3 or 4, different time opportunities to try to put it in there. And then I will take this scraping spoon between, because you see how it sticks to the edges.
To the sides. Yep. Yep.
So you kind of have to help it out a little bit.
Okay. So when I do my dad's German pound cake, it's the same way. It's like folding in the flour mixture for the same reason. You don't want it to get all lumpy and bumpy.
That sounds really good.
Yep.
Okay,
there you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
A little bit more in. And I've never actually, this recipe makes 2 of your standard size loaves like we'll make today.
Okay.
What I generally, when we're giving it away, these are the little bit smaller pans that you buy, and it makes 3 of these.
Oh, it does?
So,
okay. So this is like making one for me, Bill and Frank.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. I love it.
So, and Randy will think of new people during Christmas. Kind of the family joke is that he'll say, "I need 12," and then I'm like, "Think I'm done." And you know what? So and so and so and so and so and really would really like
he's coming with the list.
Yeah. So we always, joke that we're never really done.
You're never really done.
And so we know, and everybody's gotten them. So
that's so funny. Now, are you always giving these out for Thanksgiving or Christmas or both?
What's funny is the only place I really give these out is at KPRC, and so I left work today to do this, and they were like, "What?" So it seems like I will be doing that this year.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
I have totally ruined your fall.
Not at all. I enjoy it, and it'll be fun to do that.
I know, but I've really outed you as like the pumpkin bread maker.
Well, I wish, I could say that there was something more special about this than following a recipe, but
yeah, but still, it's a great recipe. I mean, that's the thing. It's magic. It's a magical recipe.
Okay, and we made the decision that we were going to do nuts. Yep. Sometimes I don't, because you never know who's allergic, but just a cup of nuts if you're adding those to it. I'm going to stir it one more time to get the rest of that powder. And we used pecans, but you could use walnuts. All right, this will be the last
whirl.
Exactly. I'm going to add a splash of vanilla. You'll see it's actually written to the side. It wasn't in the original recipe.
I see that.
But we've kind of decided that it's...
Was that your addition?
Oh, no, this was my mother's addition. She's the chef. I'm the recipe follower.
Okay.
And she says you can't have too much, so...
I agree.
Splash in what you want. Other than putting it in the pan and in the oven, it's as simple as that. All right, so
looks great.
We pre-prepared the pans. So these are nonstick pans, but I still like to go ahead and I just put a little Crisco and then flour them so that when the breads come out, they're nice and pretty. They're not, you're not pulling them out of the bottom of the pan.
And they keep their shape and all of that.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and try not to make too much of a mess
on
your counter here.
I don't care. I'll clean up. It's all worth it to me. Okay.
And then we're going to just
pour.
You
want me to scoop it out?
Absolutely. And we're going to go, about halfway up.
Okay.
And if you want to scoop that, so.
Good.
We'll see if we're even. There we go. Let me check the, maybe they're right about even, aren't they? Yeah. We'll do a little bit more here.
Sorry, ooh, look at me.
That's okay, we can clean that up. And
I know how to clean that up.
You know, there you go. And
oh my gosh, just the batter alone.
There you go.
We're good?
We are good. Okay. We are ready to put those in the oven.
Okay, it smells amazing in here. Oh my goodness, Tammy. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, that is perfection. Ooh, perfection.
Fantastic. All right, and you're just gonna wanna let them sit there and cool for a bit.
Okay, how long?
So usually an hour is just right, but I always like to test it. Sometimes it takes another 10 minutes or so, and just stick your toothpick in there. If it comes up, you know, pretty clean, not to be perfect.
Right.
You've got baked bread.
Yay. Oh,
thank you.
All right, so now that these are cool and ready to go, I just want to say how cool it is to receive something that is handmade as a gift. And so I want to thank you, because this was always one of my favorite holiday gifts to receive. And also, you know, just economics wise, you know, a lot of people don't have the resources to go out and spend a lot of money on gifts, but what can we do? We can get in our kitchens and we can make something from the heart. Yes. So that's what this was, and I really encourage you to give it a try. As you could see, it was not that complicated to make. It tastes amazing. It is so good with coffee in the morning for breakfast, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. But I just wanna give you a big squeeze and thank you.
Thank you.
For sharing this tradition that you have with my audience. And again, everything in the description below if you're interested. But I wish you a wonderful beginning of the holiday season. Many more holiday-related videos to come, so stay tuned. But as I always say, be bold and be blessed, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye.